first thing we're going to look at is something that Miles purchased. But he's not a fan of IPA, so I don't think he's going to give a shit. This is called the Patriot. It's a Lactose double IPA. And this is actually from Warrior Brewing Company.
Actually, he made me feel really weird. He told me he was thinking about me, and that's when he bought that. I'm like, it was all good until you said lactose. But he's like, well, I know you and Eric like the IPA, so I wanted to get something that you would like. I'm like, okay, that's great. Just don't talk about thinking about me.
Veteran owned and operated right here in Duluth. So if they got the water from this side of the bridge, it's a hell of a lot
Should
better
be all right.
from the other side of the bridge. Well,
It smells all right.
smells good. Local brewery, awesome. Cheers.
I even got a cheers one to Miles. Ooh, it is pretty smooth, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, for an IPA.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, most IPs are
IPs?
IPAs. No, gotta be Biden. Gotta be IAPs. I love me a good IAP. Don't you?
What were we talking about again?
This package.
Oh yeah.
Eric and Christine spelled way wrong. And
Shit happens.
my guess was that it's a flag.
Oh, I gotta talk to your wife too. My grandma read the book already.
Uh-huh.
She goes, I think Christine's a better writer than Dave. She likes Dave's stuff, but she's like, he's got such a potty mouth. And it's like, she goes, every book is worse and worse. I just laugh.
I think she reads better than him. Okay.
In this house, we believe Trump won 2020, Hillary for prison, Fauci is a fraud, Bill Gates isn't a doctor, Epstein didn't kill himself, defund the media. I definitely agree with all that.
So, did I miss something? That all of a sudden Mike is all worried about this?
Worried about what?
He's like, I heard they're going to start sending people door to door to find out if you're vaccinated. Please hold.
So you were talking about Mike now.
Uh-huh.
What was your question, or what was?
Oh, he said that he heard the latest is that they're going to be going door to door to see if you're vaccinated.
Yes, I've already looked this up. Have you not heard it? I get emails daily. So let's see here. Where was it? So it's one of his top 5 things that he is trying to push hard. They want to go door to door. They said that there is he is promoting a campaign-style drive enlisting local pharmacies, community leaders, family doctors, and other trusted figures to move on with the vaccine, going with volunteers going door to door to make the case. They're saying that now with this new Delta variant, it's very important that everyone gets vaccinated, because if you do not get vaccinated, you are harming yourself, your neighbors, family, loved ones, all that. Someone was just telling me they got a call from, was that you? They got a call from
Yeah, I got a call.
Twins baseball player trying to push
Oh,
The vaccine, free tickets, free baseball tickets if you go get them.
no, I just got a call from, I believe it was they said they were the CDC and wanted to talk about getting vaccinated. And I said, fuck you, and hung up.
So, and the funny thing is, so they're trying to push these vaccinations and they're going door to door. So someone brought up, one of the people from Arizona said, so does that mean you have a database and know who's been vaccinated and who doesn't? Because if that's the case, stay the fuck out of Arizona. We do not want you here, and that is completely illegal for you to have anything like that. Well then, Saki, whatever the hell her name is, said, no, we don't have a database, but we're going to go door to door based on demographic areas that we think are the hot spots. Well, what does that mean? You know,
Trump voters or what? People that have a brain, people that think for themselves, people that don't want to get poison injected in their system.
If we wanted the shot, I'm pretty sure we'd already have the shot right now. They've made it plenty easy for you to go get it for free. I mean, hell, they're even signing up people in some states. You can win $1 million.
If it's so frickin' great, why do you have to bribe people to do it?
So yeah, Mike is, I don't know where he heard that, but he is absolutely right. I actually watched Biden's statement when he said that.
Thank you, Gunwild. A folding saw for the Justin's final mission.
Oh, here, I thought that was to work on your trees. I was like, you need a couple bowl extensions.
I went through my med kit, bug out bag, get home bag, whatever you. It's like absolutely ridiculous. It's like it probably should
what
be.
What don't you have in there?
Yeah, it's well. See, this is how this all started. Oh, so I'm contributing a tourniquet. Samantha calls me this morning, says the Subaru needs a jump. Hate to bother you, but could you come over? I'm over in the Walgreens parking lot. I'm like, no problem. I was just sitting there watching a really good, depressing movie.
Don't go back to that.
And I'm like, okay. You know, and the funny thing is I think you can see the battery when you open the hood of the Honda. You can't tell if there's an engine in there. I can tell you that.
It's just covered with plastic.
Yeah, it's just nothing but plastic shrouding and this cover and that cover and that cover. And I thought to myself, well, wait a second. Thanks to BattleBox, a while back, I got this jump pack with the jumper cables and the whole shooting match. And I'm like, I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna grab that. And I was like, okay. So you turn it on, you wait for 3 seconds, and then it doesn't do shit.
Well, you used it.
I think you're supposed to press the button or something though. Oh. So it tells you what's left. And this has been sitting in this bag for well over 1.5 years. And it had 3 bars out of 4. And I'm like, well, that's better than nothing. But I don't have much faith that something like this is going to...
That's what I was thinking. It's small. It looks like a cell phone charger.
So, get it over there. Sam goes, yeah, Dad, I invested quite a bit of money in the one that I have, and the one that I have is a piece of shit. She goes, I don't have much faith in that. I go, okay, well, I just thought I would give it a try. Put it on there. It's got a little like circuit board thingy here that tells you green light, question mark, and it actually had both of them blinking. But there's, it was on the right terminals. There's only one way to put this into the pack. And she turned the key, turned over, and started. And she gets out of the car. She goes, okay, so I was wrong. That one seems to be okay. So I got big thanks to BattleBox for having this be an item for me to review. So basically what got me into it is there's several items in my bug out bag that are battery related. I have a rechargeable flashlight, and I had the jump pack, and I have, which I kind of think is a piece of shit, I have this Which one is the one that's going to this guy right now? Of course, it's 50-50. Jesus Christ.
You need some milk there?
50-50. This thing was also a battle box, and I really had higher hopes for this thing. There seems to be an awful lot of battery here. This would only charge a Note 9 75%.
Wow.
And I was kind of shocked about that. But having said that, right now, if you notice the little blue lights,
yeah,
it doesn't take shit of light around. You could probably have 2 fireflies screwing over this, and it would start to charge.
That's still cool though.
So that part's pretty good. And again, you can.
In an emergency situation, and you got your phone, no power.
So it's a flashlight.
You got a little bit of sun, you'd be all right.
It's a power bank, and again, like I said, you can just literally have it. Where's the? Oh, there it is. And that little green light comes on to tell you that it's actually getting enough light to charge it. So I started thinking, well, it's been a while since I've had any of this shit out. In the event that there's an emergency, should probably pull this bag, pull the battery stuff out of there at least once every 6 months to a year, and do what I'm doing now. So that's why I had it all out. That, and it's been so long since I've been in there, I was like, what the hell do I actually have in here?
Do you have one of these in your truck though?
This bag? Well, this bag, I wanted this bag. I wanted to keep this bag full time in my truck.
Well, it's not going to help you if it's in your basement and shit happens.
Oh, see, that's the other thing. The problem is it just gets so trapped. I don't have a good spot to put it in my truck. You
need to upgrade, get a bigger truck.
Well, the problem is I never really wanted to have all my tools in the back seat. I wanted to have either a topper or a hard tonneau cover, and I don't. So I either have to have it on a job, or it has to be all stacked up in my back seat. If I had a real back seat, that'd be in there all the time, because there's enough stuff in here right now. If you ran across a really horrific accident on the freeway involving multiple people, I feel pretty good about what's in there. Now, do I know how to use the shit that's in there? But, we talked about all this. I've got like a street key for a business water spigot on the side of a building. You know how they have that? Yep. I have that street key in there. I have a shovel in there. I have an axe in there. I have a fire mask. I have a fire blanket. If someone walks out in front of me and they burst into flames, I got a fire blanket I could throw over them.
That's pretty awesome.
Basically, as long as I have been doing videos and Tac Pack Battle Box and Crate Club have sent me stuff, it has slowly gone into this. And of course, as you can tell, tourniquets and gloves and multi-tool and knives and the fire starter.
You could start someone on fire and then
save them.
And then, yeah.
Yeah. I could be like my ex-wife, poison and injure your children and then save them so you look good.
Wow.
Then, like, this whole bag doesn't fit inside of it anymore, and this is my fire starter kit. I got the big waterproof matches that Tardisia sent me. This shit,
the gel,
that stuff was actually pretty cool. You can spell out your name and then light your ass on fire with it.
I think I actually saw them use that in one of their videos. Or no, it wasn't BattleBox, was it? That did that thing on Netflix? It was...
Oh, Southern Survival?
Yeah.
Is BattleBox.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, it was that then.
Yeah. So I just decided to... I look things over and kind of move things around so that... I got MREs in here, but this bag is definitely going to go with me, Christine, and Jules when we go to John's. That and whiskey and... I don't know, man. I'm starting to get a little paranoid about some of the anti-American establishment shit I'm hearing from law enforcement as far as traveling between here and John's house, having to deal with non-American states and how they handle people with guns.
Yep. Well, some places aren't even allowing you to go in their business now without being vaccinated as well. Like, they're really trying to put the pressure on with that shit. My grandma went to the casino. She had to show her papers.
Wow. Hitler would be proud. Hitler would be so proud of these people these days. And had this conversation with quite a few people. So I get this box yesterday. It's from England, the United Kingdom. Inside of it is this really awesome, it was completely sealed. I cut it open. Unfortunately, I nicked one of the bladders, so half of it lost air, which, well, maybe it was just one tube. Either way, I had to, because this was, I couldn't get the tube.
Get the good stuff
I couldn't
out.
get the tube out of it. It was so tight in there. So I received another bottle of Brookletty Octomore 9.3. So last night on Locked and Loaded, I finished the other bottle.
Big surprise.
So we can have the official moving on. Oh, I was going to tell you when I was over at Keyport today.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about Ardbeg Scorch? It's a real colorful box, and it's like reds and whites and yellows, and it's got a dragon curling down the box.
Well, why didn't you buy it?
Because it was $120.
Well, what's stopping you? $120? That's nothing.
I'm waiting to find out. I'm waiting to find out what it's going to cost me to get my truck fixed.
Yeah. That's
But
just
this is
beautiful.
what I thought was really cool.
What's that?
The UK
Stamp of approval?
stamp of approval on there. Yeah. It's the only one I have with that. So here's the irony. As you can see, there's nothing wrong with this bottle of expensive, heavily peated 62.9%. This bottle arrived from the UK in pristine condition. I bet you money, if I put a glass in a box and packed it well and mailed it to Matt, it would not arrive at his house in one piece.
Just fucking kick it to the... Oh, I don't even have to bring this down to the shop. I'll just kick it over to the
Yeah.
neighbors.
Okay, Mr. 27 missing out on the club. BS club time? Oh, big titty club time? Then he says, Dino light them?
I don't like them.
Then he says, I like my my twin titty Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Every day that ends in a Y.
Okay, so first in the club is an astonishing smile money. Armar says, I told you you're in ninja. And he said only because the ninja is missing. Then Multi-Gunman says one boob or one testicle because both these things are bad. Scotsman says whiskey. And Multi-Gunman says I second that. Now what?
That's your choice.
Oh, we have this.
Hey, you don't even have to go to the shelf.
Yeah. Just bring a straw.
All right. Well, while you do that, I'm going to slice up a little pepper here. You ready for this?
Sure.
Don't worry, I'll start off real small. So,
How many scovilles?
remember, this is still fresh. It tastes pretty green. It's supposed to be 1.5 to 2 mil.
One and a half to 2 mil.
I don't know. The bottom piece, and granted, I'm not getting no peppers, but I'm not getting no heat whatsoever. Yeah, they're still pretty fresh. I'd have to go a little farther up for the... Oh yeah, there's a couple seeds there. You want to try those?
Sure.
Alright, here you go. Grab whatever you want. Like I said, these are completely green. I just pulled it off my plant just so we could try it and see what kind of heat it was, but I definitely don't think they're ready.
God, though, you think this far along they'd have something. You know, we'd have to talk to Mark. Mark Pace?
Yeah, this is not hot at all. Like I'm not getting nothing.
Yeah, I've got some Reapers from Satan upstairs in the fridge.
I think I'm good.
I should have already started my damn batch of peanuts. I always think about this too late in the day. I'm like, okay, it's going to be at least 8 hours. At least 8 hours. The last time, I actually had to start the cycle over. Those big-ass peanuts.
Yeah. Those big-ass peanuts.
Those big-ass goobers. They're going, hey, no, we are not going to be ready.
We're going to take a little while.
Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, that was disappointing. I was hoping to get a little heat out of them.
I was kind of prepared to cry.
I was gonna say I didn't really want to.
I told him I'm gonna go take an antihistamine because I'm gonna be like water in here soon. Oh, today has been terrible for. My eyes were watering so bad this morning. Let's see.
Was it a rough day for you yesterday or what?
It's like something in the air. That's the first thing Christine said.
Or
maybe it was that Kevin Costner movie that we watched. Jesus God.
I'm glad I didn't see it. I'm not even going to look it up. I'm trying to think what the hell else I just saw the other day that might be something you're interested in. Well, I did talk to you about the ice trucker. That wasn't bad.
No, I like that. You know,
it wasn't completely action as much as I was hoping it to be, but
I thought Christine had either seen it and didn't like it or whatever. But she came downstairs when got notified that our order was ready to go pick up at Walmart. She goes, "What are you watching?" And I go, just kind of watching the beginning of Blade Runner 2043 again." And she goes, Have I seen that?" And I go, "No, you acted like I was some kind of a freak because this is my favorite movie. The original Blade Runner is my all-time go-to favorite. MySpace, give me a big old hug, stick a unicorn, rainbow unicorn up my ass kind of a movie." And she goes, it doesn't look familiar at all. And so I stopped watching the new one and I went to, unfortunately, on HBO, they have Blade Runner, the final cut, which we can still be friends, I just won't like you as much. The final cut and the director's cut fucking blow. You have to watch the original movie. It's like, well, Ridley Scott wanted to redo it because this is how he thought it should be. What they did is they took out all of the... Now, I don't want to confuse you, like I evidently confused Christine when I said Harrison Ford narrates through the original movie. And she's like what? Like, he goes, "This is the part where I walk in and the camera guy hit me with the microphone." And I go, "No! You hear his thoughts." Like when the dude comes over and he's like blah 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 blah, and he looks at the guy. Harrison Ford looks at the guy in the restaurant and goes, I don't understand what he's saying. And he says, "You Blade Runner, and you under arrest." And then you would hear Harrison Ford say, what he's speaking is a mix mash of street language and something else. I certainly could understand what he was saying, but I wasn't going to make his life any easier. And they removed all of that for the director's cut and the final cut. And to me, it ruins the movie. It absolutely ruins it. So I told Chris, I said, well, looks like I'm going to have to double check and see if our DVD player works or not and hook that up. And I'll bring my original copy of Blade Runner upstairs if you're interested in seeing it. She goes, well, I didn't realize that was Harrison Ford. And I'm like, why are we even married?
You're harsh. You're harsh.
I'm sorry, Blade Runner is just, for me, it was just awesome. And so many things have gone wrong over the years. Ridley Scott came out and said, well, you know, a little something that everybody didn't know, but it's implied. No, it was never implied. But Harrison Ford is actually a replicant. Great, he's transgender too. Let's have him go into the Women's Olympics. Idiots.
Cheers, Scott. That's got this bite to it.
Well, I was plan on having another one because if someone doesn't sink the last ship, I will be shocked. So let's roll on this.
All right.
Okay, Zeus says beer.
Got some right here.
Zeus, I like where your head's at right now. Harmarsh. Hey, Brew Boomy. Another brew review. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Brother Harold. Scotsman intro. Brew babe top notch. Scotsman. China, oh, no water in a glass. Oh, yeah. I should save that for you. The Lucky Buddha.
Well, was that any good? I seen
I was surprised that it wasn't skunked or skanky or anything. It just simply had no flavor.
It's just like beer.
It was like, this is gonna sound weird, but I think a Pabst Blue Ribbon and Budweiser had more flavor over it. I mean, if you're into Buddha, the big bottle is kind of cool because it has a Lucky Buddha on it. Clyde, fifth whiskey and revolution for all. Then Clyde says C7. No. C7 is a miss. It was a 50-50.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 different options. That was not a 50-50. That's 25% chance.
Well, with that being it, well, yeah, I guess it could be up and down. Could be left and right. Could be north and south. Could be whatever. Okay. Someone's got to kill it here. Harmarsh. Intro babe, yes. Brew babe. Hell yeah. Outro babe. Hell yeah, baby. Oh, big congratulations to J-Dog and Harmarsh last night during Locked and Loaded. In the first hour, I gave away the book. And for the first hour, everybody that left a comment, they got a number. And then I called Christine, who was sitting outside with Wendy at the fire pit, and I said, give me a number between 1 and 7. Or was it 1 and 8? 1 and something. And she said to Wendy, between 1 and 7. And she goes, I like 6. And 6 was J-Dog. So J-Dog got the first book. And in the second hour, I jokingly threw out there that we were going to give the book away to caller 12. Which effectively was more phone calls since we put the damn phone line in. We spent a year and a half trying to make an incoming phone line work so that I could hear you, you could hear me, the people listening on the blog, on the internet could hear you, making it all work. And then nobody calls, except for Clyde and Cobra. And now Harmarsh. I jokingly threw out there, we're going to give it away to caller 12, which would be like 10 times more calls than we've had up to this point in time. Well, all of a sudden the phone started going crazy. And caller 12 ended up being Harold Harmarsh.
Now, did he call 12 times in a row?
I think him and Clyde each called 6.
Okay.
So, Harmarsh, if nothing else, that will jumpstart my shit because I now have the Fox knife for you and the book. And my goal is Tuesday at the latest to have that en route to you.
So, my sister just messaged me. She is going through stuff and realized we have a crap ton of electrical tape. My grandpa was very serious with his tape. I mean, we got rolls of tape for days. So she just sent me a picture. He did everything with duct tape. He's even got duct tape bandages, for Christ's sake. I didn't even know they did that. I would just grab a regular strip of duct tape.
Hey, tell Danielle, one of the hottest pictures that I've seen from a woman is when they put just a little patch over their nipple. See if she'll do that and send me some more pictures. Actually, Jerry. Jer. He's like, blah, 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 yeah, that's special. Because I said something about me and you doing a brewery review, and he goes, yeah, blah, 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 that's so special. You think Matt's sister would send me some pics?
Fucking Jerry.
It's like, oh, God. Like, spit up my coffee kind of a comment. It's just like, no, seriously, we weren't talking. Matter of fact, I don't even know if we were even talking about me and you doing a brewery review.
I saw him on the Brew channel, and he asked if Danielle was in here. Is Danielle in here? That fucker. Well, I suppose, him being as short as he is, it's probably, good height for him. I can see why he's interested.
Probably a good fit.
Yeah.
I mean, your sister's not really tall.
No.
Fucking Jerry. Scotsman, this must be because of budget cuts. I don't know what I said. Brad? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother Brad. Scotsman, 2 minutes and 19 seconds. With this happening, do better. Or what the fuck with this happening, do better. I know.
What, did it take you that long to drink a beer, or what?
Well, I think I started bitching about something right away. I didn't get to it. I don't know, that was like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. 'Cause I didn't do a brewery review yesterday, and I didn't do a brewery review the day before, because yesterday we stopped at David's on the way home, and you know what? It was beautiful weather, it was beautiful out on the deck, and we just sat and visited with him for hours. So, didn't get a chance to do pre-game yesterday, but I made up for it in short order. I think I had I had 2 twisted teas and 3 of the blues before the show started, and then I had my shot of Octomore 9.3, and then I had 4 more.
And then.
It was all going down pretty good last night. El Tenda, Trump won indeed. Oh, I hope everybody gets on that class action lawsuit he's got going.
Well, you know what's messed up? They're saying they already found in Georgia probably enough votes, illegal votes, that changes the outcome of Georgia. And Arizona, they're doing their recounts. But even the people that are doing the recounts are saying it's not going to change nothing because Biden's already been certified. So they're wondering, well, why the hell are you still doing a count? Well, so we can figure out how they're cheating and make laws so it doesn't happen again. Well, I don't know. That just seems kind of ridiculous to me. Because if he stole the election, why the hell should he be president, certified or not?
Well, here would be a good question for you. You steal a car, but somehow manage to title it in your name, you're off the hook? You're not a thief? Grand Theft Auto isn't the deal. You get to keep the car and you don't get in trouble? Bullshit. If you fucking stole something, I don't care if it's a goddamn thing of fruit, juicy fruit, or an election. He should immediately be removed.
Prison for life, if not adios, because, that's got to be like one of the most serious crimes you could ever do.
You violated the rights of every person
American
that voted for Trump.
Yeah. Well, I'd say every American, because even though they might have voted for him, he still cheated. So that's literally cheating every American for their right to have a real election and a vote.
He has quite a habit of that, though, doesn't he? Plagiarism, claiming things that never happened, bragging about shit that he never did.
Hey, but he all gave us 16 cents off our fucking 4th of July meal. So, he's got that going for him. Gas is up over $1 a gallon. 16 cents on a meal. Woo-hoo.
Well, what did we get to around here? We were approaching $1 a gallon under Trump for unleaded.
Yeah, it was getting real cheap.
We almost broke the $1 mark, breaking under $1. I want to say that it got to like $1.03 or something like that.
No, not that low. I don't think. Maybe about 20.
Or
$1.11, maybe. Actually, I think $1.11.
I know for a while we were that close to breaking $1, and now look at where we are. There's some states.
$3.
There's some states that are about to go over $5.
Yeah, we're right around $3. We're just. I think we're a few cents short of $3 right now. I haven't looked.
This morning I think it was $2.98.
That's what I'm saying. We're like a couple cents, 3 cents short of $3.
And yet, it's like I still am not seeing all of the Democrat libtards bragging about Biden. I mean, even though you want to say, I think the most disrespect I could have for somebody is if they admitted to me that they know there's no way in hell that Biden could have possibly won, but I'm okay with it because it was my guy. But you're paying the price now. Anybody that's in a union, I have a hard time believing that you will personally, when nobody's around and you're all by yourself in the dark,
be happy.
Yeah. Impressed with the fact that, Biden is working out so great for you union people.
You know what? That last little bit wasn't hot, but I had a little bit of warmth compared to the rest of the pepper.
Oh, we'll have to see. Hopefully they'll come into their own.
Well, like I said, I think they turn red.
Mike says, bottoms up, my brother. Cheers. And we can say, thanks for the visit, rock on, thank you, cheers. I guess we'll go with thank you, cheers, because it's the only one that's somewhat makes sense. Clyde, Lucky Buddha scores 63, which is poor, at Beer Advocate, and 2 of 100 overall at Rate a Beer, 28 in its style. Lucky Buddha is 4.8% alcohol, and like many popular Asian beers, it's an adjunct lager. That is, it's brewed with rice as well as malted barley. It's a pale straw color with a fleeting head. Jules says, Eric drinking a product from China? Oh no, must be good. No. Jules, drink a shot. Cheers.
Is that how she calls it? She doesn't even say whiskey. Just take a shot.
Yeah, she didn't say a shot of what. How about a shot of this beer?
Works for me. To Jules.
Clyde, the length of the barrel does affect the velocity of a projectile and therefore will affect the accurate distance and the total expect and real distance of the projectile. A general rule of thumb is the longer the barrel, the higher the velocity. So, the longer it is, the more oomph your load has.
Maybe that's why I never get to shoot, long distance. It's more like...
It's like watching a bowling ball roll out of a 5-foot culvert. Smile money. The sky appears blue due to the scattering of light through all atmosphere by various gases and particles. Damn, I agree again. Chuckles. Will you be using the Mosin or the JP to shoot the coin at 1,000 yards, or just admit you can't do it? Oh, I can do it. As a matter of fact, I've done it quite a few times. I just forgot to have the camera running. And Harmarsh is right. He'll never admit that. One man.
Great intro.
It's all secret code. Take this texting code. Thank you, one man. Zeus. I run an improved cylinder choke in the Nova pump because it's very accurate at range for skeet. It can shoot rifled slugs, steel shot, or whatever up to 3.5 inches. I don't doubt it. I wish I would have never gotten rid of my Nova. That's stupid. I'll tell you right now, if you're looking at a budget 12 gauge, and it's between the Mossberg and the Benelli, Benelli all the way.
It's not really a hard decision.
God, biggest mistake I made. I sold, people, companies.
They used to have a few Novas right down at the pawn shop if you're trying to get one. I mean, they were cheap. I think like $200.
And it shot 3.5 inch.
Yeah. Well, every time I go there, they usually have a couple Benellis, but they're, like I said, they're just the Novas. I'm looking for something different. But
actually, I'd rather have the Supernova because the Nova is completely uncustomizable.
Yeah.
That was the only flaw in it. And that's why I switched to the Mossberg. Is ATI and places wanted me to do videos for them on all these add-on parts. I mean, when I sold that Mossberg, I have to admit it was one awesome looking gun. Took goddamn forklift to get it out of the basement, but it was one awesome looking gun.
Forklift to get it out of the basement.
Holy shit, that thing is heavy.
Did you ever weigh it?
No, I probably should have though. In the event of a hurricane, and you used it in your front yard, it would not have blown away.
Well, just because I'm looking at a shotgun, and I think everything that I've been looking at right now is pretty freaking heavy. They're all like 8 pounds. 8.2, like 8.25 pounds. Both the 3 guns I was looking at, they all weighed literally ounces apart, just like 1 or 2 ounces. And that's pretty heavy for a shotgun, I think.
Gunwell says, what up, bitches? Gunwell. Marsh. When I was in my 20s, I had the best radar detector on the market. I believe the brand name was Cobra. I believe you are right. Most days it went off so much that most of the time I just ignored it. I finally chucked it out on the highway along with numerous cell phones that I tossed out the window while driving. Clyde says, Harold, now the best Cobra builds DeLoreans. I see what he did right there. Mr. 27 says, 27th. Multi-Gunman says, winning. Then he says, intro babe was nice. Then he says, brew babe, double nice. Multi-Gunman says, even better with 3D glasses on. Then he says to Multi-Gunman, I don't do 3D glasses. Pogo Loco, it's all good. Do you want the break now, or can you wait until these stickers are done and I'll mail it all at once? Well, I had already talked to him and I told him there's no rush on the break, so... And you should have the Note 9 on Monday.
What break? That was the
Huber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got possible things to do with it, but I don't have anything slated for it right now.
What? No, that's for the 5.56 or.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mike, I am to the point on not doing any more videos on my channel. Hey, you and me both. Well, I still like hanging out over here, but I don't know. YouTube is just they have gone out of their way to make life miserable if they don't like you for gun related stuff, politics. They're just a bunch of they're suffering from a bad case of contosis. Poco Loco, tell the boys it's time to shoot the moon.
Well, Trump's supposed to be starting his own thing up here soon, I thought.
Yeah, hopefully. Poco Loco named his Wi-Fi network "I Can Hear You Masturbate." Rich Huff says, "Cheers all." Cheers, Rich. Harmarsh again. The city councilor for my ward put forth a motion at city council to change the name of John A. MacDonald Road to something else. The reasoning, because he was prime minister when Canada had residential schools. Recently, 320 children's bodies were found in a mass grave in the province of British Columbia. What?
Were those native children? Because I just heard a big story about that too.
I have no idea, but you'd think that kind of account. First of all, what about all these people that are missing children? I have to know more about that. Poco Loco, I was doing 130 on the freeway and a cop got me. The cop said he was impressed by the way I hit the brakes so hard and fast that I can go without a ticket, just slow down some. Wow, not me. In Texas, over 100 you lose your license, vehicle, and go to jail, unless you know people, laugh out loud.
I think the worst one I got was 112.
It's not even that bad in California. Jeez. Shoot, if you don't do 90 to 100 on the I-5, you'll get ran over. Zeus. Speed kills, they say here, and they are very serious about it. I think it's designed for it, and you don't put others at risk. They should just look the other way. Montana had a max speed safe driving signs and set the cruise at 90. Mike, I got to buy me a book for my collection, but I just don't read books. Yeah, that can be a problem then. Then Scourge. The Sabbath slugs should work in most cases. Just poor accuracy since they won't have been designed in most cases to fly straight without spinning. Like the Diablo birdie slug, where it has the majority of the mass in the front and the lightweight skirt and acts as a stabilizer fins. Or like the Benaki, where the wadding is supposed to stay attached to act like, read more. Attached to fin, where the hell to read more? But supposed to attach, it would be more like a normal rifle or pistol bullet shape, but with no spin, so tumbling and stuff. Probably fine for home defense range for most of them. Probably like 6 to 12 inch group at 25 yards or something. And Clyde says it would act like a musket ball at long 75 to 100 yards, but at close range still would be accurate. As stated before, rifled slugs can be fired through a smooth bore, and smooth Sabbath slugs can be fired through rifled board or rifled choke tube. Usually the slugs are the most accurate with more open chokes you'll find. Read more. Gun at target, just like a rifle. To find out which slug choke combination it prefers. Zeus, rifled slugs hit low left for me. I figure the spin up moves them over. I have seen a video of barrels tuned, bent, for a better zero with only tiny adjustments. Then Scourge to Zeus. Yeah, I used to be subbed to this channel. Does a lot of slow-mo footage of weird shaped slugs and stuff. Some work good with spin, some work better without spin, etc. Clyde. Nope. Another sub-comment. Nope. 'Tis hitting left, you're shooting left. Please, for your own safety, do not repeat, do not bend a shotgun barrel. They call it a shotgun for a reason. It's meant for shot. Slugs used to be round, flat disc, and at close range it was devastating, but it spread out like shot after a few yards. Pocoloco, the little people, Lucia Libra Wrestling Union might still lean right. Gunwild, 937th comment, so fuck you. Miss 27
Sure
says,
feels like it.
nice one, you win a shot of your own whiskey. So, what do you have on your shelf? Miss 27, co-worker bought a 5-quart oil bottle from Walmart. When he got it home, he opened it and put some in his car, and the seal was broken and filled with dirty used oil. Yep, people can suck. Zeus, yeah, sorry about that. Runs away. Gunwild, Lucky Buddha beer sounds like coronavirus in a bottle. Yeah, it very well could have been. Gunwild again. Now the moron in the White House is talking about going door to door to make sure everyone has been injected with poison. He's thinking like the German guy with the funny little mustache. And they both deserve to be executed. Treason.
When you say both, you mean Harris as well?
Yeah, well, the last thing we want is to think about a high-end hooker in the White House.
Well, you said both. I didn't know who you're referring to.
Oh, Hitler and Biden, because they're one and the same, really. Mr. Mark Mac 85, Trump won. Yes. Yes. Mr. 27, Outro Babe is okay. It could be a little bit less bony. And Cobra with the last comment being, what was that?
He said D6. That is.
Well, that was weird.
Miss.
A second ago it was the last comment, and it obviously wasn't.
That was a miss.
Miss, damn it. Cheap old gun guy. Actually, the sky is clear, no color. As light passes through the atmosphere, our eyes are more sensitive to the color blue particles. Ergo, the sky appears blue. In a nutshell, more or less knowledge. Cobra. No offense to John or other, but it's sad that the birthplace of freedom, East Coast, New England, 13 colonies and surrounding states have become anti-freedom states. It is. You think of all places, that would be, you're talking about the birth of our country, of freedom, of our founding fathers, and yet they're filled with pathetic, fraudulent, libtard, socialist losers that all they want to do is grab power and maintain it as long as possible. Executions, hanging in a tree.
If we did that shit, there'd be a lot less people that are trying to do that shit.
When you were elected, and you put your hand on the Bible, you swore to uphold the Constitution of the United States. And as far as I'm concerned, it's that simple. Either you do or you die, one or the other. If you're not capable of being a real American, don't fucking run for office. Because we're sick and tired of the losers. It's pretty pathetic when it's hard to... What?
I said what he said. I'm agreeing.
Steve, I have fun doing YouTube. There's been a few times I have reviewed that. I was just not in the mood because it was a piece of crap. But I agree to do a review and to do it always. But in the end, I've made money on YouTube in either ad revenue or items. Sucks. I have to look at it that way. But who wants to give and not get anything in return? Hey, if I'm going to do a video for a company, that item is supposed to, it'd be really cool if you could actually get away with some of the shit like Eric Iraq Veteran or that that douchebag.
Ranch.
Well, I don't know about him. I mean, I think he's kind of cool. I don't know. I was thinking of Hick Dick 45.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I've seen the literature from like Iraq veteran. You know, it's something like it'd be worded something like, "I'll do a video for you for $4,000, and then whatever you're sending, I'm keeping it," and blah blah blah. That kind of a thing. So
Yeah, that'd be nice.
so if you want him to do a review of a flashlight, it'll be a flashlight and $4,000. But if you want him to review your suppressor and a fully automatic, there's probably some good conditions that can be met. Like if you want to keep said weapon, this is the price that you can have it for. But like if we send you an MP5, which is like a $35,000 gun, I'm pretty sure he doesn't get to keep it. Wade, I love my shotguns. I've been shooting 12 gauge since I was 10. The best choke for all-around performance is open choke in a 20-inch barrel. You can shoot anything out of it without any problems and expect reasonable, reliable accuracy. Wait again. Here's a simple test to find liberal clusters. Go to a map. If your state broken down by Democrat, Republican vote history, you'll see every government seat of power is blue. Matt Davis. So Matt went goose hunting? Laugh out loud? I know he wants to.
I want to go duck hunting.
Duck.
Pheasant.
You have a goose, you gotta like have a 50 cal because they're tough. Or a baseball bat.
I'd maybe go goose hunting. Actually, my grandpa used to do it all the time. Problem is, I don't think goose hunting is really going to be much of a sport. I could go down to ME Global, and I could fucking run the bastards over. They literally, every day when I was working down there, they'd just be sitting in the parking lot or out in the grass right next to the parking lot. Just dozens upon dozens of them.
I was to the end of the Wisconsin Point. You know, where you drive past Exodus.
Yep.
And you go past the sign that says "No trespassing, no one beyond this point." And I went all the way down to the water. I bet you there was 100 geese down there.
There's a lot of geese around here. I don't think that's much of a sport.
Wade says, "Brother Clyde, a true patriot, scholar, and gentleman. Cheers."
Cheers.
What kiss ass comment. Smile money. Damn. And I post pictures of family and things that I'm going to, or that I'm doing, and maybe interesting to others on Facebook, and never put in Facebook jail. You post to Facebook, you give it to the world. Yeah. That's why I really love the one where the guy is looking inside of someone's asshole and they see Mark Zuckerberg.
That's fucked up.
Sharky, haven't decided what to cook yet today, but I know where to fish. B6.
Pretty sure that's another miss.
Wow. Oops. Didn't mean to knock that little ship over.
They called everyone. See, I told you it was a 25% chance because you said it was a 50-50. They just called out 3 with no hits.
Well, it seems how there's only one option left.
One, yep.
See, that's the first time I ever put a ship against a ship. The fear is that you could run across it faster, but in this particular case, you could use a lot of shots up on empty water. Sharky, it would be safe to shoot the sabot slugs through it, but they won't get the spin by rifling and will be less accurate than they can be. And Zeus says, musket, rocket, chunker 2.0. Well, my thought is I don't own a rifled shotgun anymore, so I would rather be able to shoot them. I mean, I'd load it up for a defensive round. Someone comes through my door at 10, 15 feet. Who gives a shit if it's spinning or not?
Yeah, it's still going to hit him. I want to get, like, you know what I would think would be cool for home defense is that dragon the dragon
Oh,
shell.
the dragon's breath?
So it just shoots a big old flame, but just make sure you have, make sure you have some kind of round in there.
Surprise, surprise, my brother-in-law has some of those.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you put a little bit of lead in there, that's going to scare the hell out of someone if it doesn't blow them back with the, with the shell or something.
Sharky, perfect timing, Clyde. Calling the burner phone from the burner phone during the brewery brew right after C6 was a hit. Loved it. Yeah, Clyde has a burner phone now.
Is that what you guys are all doing now? You're just getting burner phones?
Oh, yeah. Just so people can think you're a nut job. It's like, hang on a second, I gotta take this call.
No, the problem with the burner phone is now how do you have that connected? Is that just when you have internet connection?
This one?
Well, no, your burner phone.
Yeah.
Now, are you on a network with that?
Yeah.
What network?
This one's on Verizon.
Now you have to pay more to get that hooked up?
What the hell is that? Oh, that's Christine. Why are you not showing up in here? That's weird.
It's a burner phone. Maybe they're not supposed to show up. Keep all your shit hidden and safe.
You dissed me?
Matt next door, Gra.
It went straight to your service?
Oh, hey. No, my E371 0631. Does it change your number every time?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're calling me from Wadena. Nice. Yeah, that had to have been you because it was just now. Wadena, MN.
Yeah, but it never even rang on my end.
Well, mine was silenced because potentially it's spam, so it just fucking shuts it off. See? I got mine set up so I don't have to deal with bullshit calls.
Yeah, actually, you just you can go on eBay and buy a SIM, and right now, you can actually go on and buy a SIM that gives you unlimited text, unlimited talk for 2 months for $9.
That's a good deal.
The problem is your phone number is going to be changing every 2
time.
months.
Yeah. Well, if it's your burner phone, who cares?
Yeah, but in some ways, there's a few people like, say, Clyde and Joey and Nihap that, it's like if this phone rings and I know it's someone in the super secret category.
They're in the system.
And half of them are calling from another burner. It's the funny thing was the very first time I ever made a phone call from this, it was kind of like, yeah, okay, snap.
What the fuck is wrong with you sometimes?
Clyde's sub-comment was, that was crazy. Well, hey, I may not hit it if it hadn't been for my ability to just see weird patterns in my head. Sharky says, SH Ultra Babe took the prize. Since there's alcohol involved, I should probably take this because, one of my favorite moves, my note, I couldn't send a text, so I do this, and then later on I'm like,
where the fuck is my
I'm
phone?
going to call it, and then it goes, zzz, zzz, vibrates.
Well, what does it matter if it falls from the ceiling? You just chucked it into the garbage.
What's a burner? They say you gotta take the SIM out. You gotta eat it, and then you snap the phone in half and throw it in the garbage. Smile money. I don't want to grow up completely. Sometimes I don't want to adult. I agree. Smile money. No, you have memory failure. You were talking about not wanting to move from a free state like Minnesota. Well, I must have been fucking drunk because this is not a free state. Hey, we did come. I personally believe Trump won. I personally believe Trump won Minnesota the last time. I think there was some fucking shenanigans that went on here. I know there was shenanigans when Coleman and what was that douchebag non-comedian Franken. When Al Franken won, they found a poll worker with a car. The trunk was filled full of ballots, and this was happening all over the state.
That should not happen.
The Republican Party went, no, there wouldn't be enough people. There wouldn't be enough proof to actually turn it over. Oh God, the Republican Party is the biggest bunch of pussies I've ever seen. That's just it though. You're either a pussy or you're a fraudulent piece of shit. You're either one or the other. It'd be nice.
I don't get how Biden went for president, 3 times now?
Oh, what?
Biden went for presidency 3 times. He
never made it to the.
Well, yeah,
the
I mean,
show.
He was trying. But he had to drop out the first time because he was caught plagiarizing. And then the second time he was caught. What the hell did he do the second time? Either way, he has never been big with the votes. And all of a sudden now, he's getting more votes than Trump when, Trump had 70, 80 million or something like that?
It's just shy of 80 million.
Which is the most votes any president has ever gotten.
Up till Biden got his 90.
Biden still. That shit just don't. That don't make sense. You
and it all
say
happened
conspiracy,
at 2 o'clock.
but how does that work?
2 a.m.
That just doesn't.
3 places in the United States defy mathematics. Smile money. Yes, you did say we have bad people in all professions. Wow, I agree. Does this make you feel better? Do you need a drink? Maybe you need a drink. J-Dogs, here at home. Cobra is SH.
We're just going to stick with that one?
Unless you want to jump in and...
No, we can save those ones.
Yeah, I don't care. I actually feel kind of bad now.
It's up to you. What, because they were good? You want to save them for Miles?
Miles might actually... See, I don't know, though.
He's flaky. You
Yeah.
never know. Hey, we still got the other ones I brought over, don't we?
Which ones?
Where'd you drink those?
What was it?
The Dogfish Head?
Oh, God. Yeah, they're in there.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, we got those too. You can save the KBS for another one.
Okay, we can do the Dogfish Head. We'll both be in the backyard making angels in the mud.
Hey, well, we got some food to cook.
Oh, yes. Hey, remember when I said I was going to go home and eat?
You never did?
Hey,
if it makes you feel any better, all I had was a barbecue chicken sandwich from Quick Trip.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make me feel better. Matter of fact, I almost feel kind of sorry for you. I think I lucked out with nothing. You know, I'm not a poet, and I know it, but I'm just gonna read this one out loud. I responded to it yesterday, the day before yesterday. Some guy named Savage Scientist. Now, in all fairness, he does.
Has he got a tattoo on his head? Click on his picture. No.
This picture, I think, does, but
yeah,
in real life, he does not.
Savage
Scientist. He has 1,042 subscribers. So he has a legitimate channel. He's a black gentleman, which shouldn't matter. I'm just pointing it out because of the comment that he left.
You should scroll down a little bit, see if he's got any white people on there. I don't see no fucking white people. You better ask him about his diversity.
Okay, so here's his comment. And this was on the Dunkin' Boston Cream beer review. This was, I believe, in January. He said, "Man, where is the diversity in your thumbnails?" Here's my response. Diversity is bullshit.
Go strong.
How would you like anyone to tell you what you can like or not? Fuck that. I have all sorts of friends. I would march into hell for most of them, but doesn't mean I'm attracted to them. I use women I would have sex with. Now I guess you're just interested in me just putting random women and not what I would want. Well, if you watch my videos, you would know that I have a super hot pics on the TV behind me, and color or race has played no part in that. By the way, maybe the hottest woman on the planet is Halle Berry. That is absolute truth right there. And I tell you, is a complete squirrel moment. What makes Halle Berry truly an attractive and beautiful woman is when I have seen interviews with her.
She got some nice tits.
She does have nice tits. But when I have seen interviews with her and realized how down to earth she is, that made that the attraction level for me. She might have went from a 9 to a solid 11 in just the kind of.
She gave you a super boner just talking?
Yes. Absolutely. And I said, friends or not, the next move is yours. My friends are about character, not color. But now that Matt points it out, if you go look at his videos, he just has him for thumbnails. So, I mean, I don't see where
diversity.
Where are the white women at? Either way, this is just another example of we are. That's not what I wanted. Where were we? Oh, it's just another example of pieces of shit like Obama put us where we are today. I felt we were honestly, me and Christine, I remember having conversation with Christine. I thought we were that close to color not being an issue. People were people. You judged them on their character, not their color. And then Obama takes office. And of course, when he was running for office, he was like, I'm going to be the great joiner. Yeah, right. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, he did go and start the divide again. But what the fuck? How? My question is how? People are that dumb. We just put a black man into the presidency. He's living in the White House. How are we racist? How did he get there if we're all racist?
That's a good question.
I'm baffled. Baffled by some people's, well, you know, I'm not even that smart. So, I mean, if I'm baffled by other stupidity.
When someone like Obama can say that this nation is racist, you want to say, please, but I won't. Did you look in the mirror, Obama? You're a black man and you're president of the United States of America. I think we need to remove a few of those restrictions that you feel are on society because you're doing nothing but pushing your agenda. And now you are the agenda behind the old retard that we have that stole. I mean, Obama is part of the fraud that we are experiencing right now. I personally think history will show the most corrupt history in politics is the one, unfortunately, that we are living right now. Zeus, my electric bill was $491 after tax.
For 1 month?
Jesus Christ.
I'm guessing that's for a month.
Yeah.
Holy.
I don't even pay that for a house payment. Fuck that.
I wouldn't be able to live there. If my electric bill
not
was
with
just
electricity.
That's what I'm saying. If my electric bill was that much, I wouldn't be able to fucking afford that
Hey,
shit.
Matt, how come they don't have any lights on in your house? Dude.
I gotta pay my refrigerator. That's the only thing that's working right now. Keep my food cold.
I got my beer and my food refrigerated. Other than that, hell, I'll
be using candles.
I'll shit in a bucket and bring it out and dump it in the sewer drain. Zeus again, with the last comment again. Not again as in Zeus, but this was the second time I've scrolled all the way to the top and had it be different. Zeus, the yearly price to keep high-end diagnostic computers updated to work for all manufacturers at dealerships is $10,000. Our Snap-on mobile computer scanner was $4,000, and I don't know the annual bill. Yeah, I know the system that Samantha has at the one place that she works. That was $35,000, and I guess I've never asked at what the yearly, but I know there is a yearly. It is a subscription-based service.
I give this bad boy a 9. I don't know what the price is, but I did like it.
It's expensive.
I liked it.
I think he paid $80 for 3 4-packs.
No fucking way.
They were over $20 a piece. Actually, I thought he said he bought 4, but I only see 3 in there.
Well, based on the taste, I'm going to 9. Because it really surprised me. It was very smooth.
I found this to be enjoyable. You know what this is reminding me of? This is reminding me of this without the alcohol.
Well, it still is 8.4, which is not too shabby.
No, I'd be willing. I'd give that a 9 because I can now say this is one of the first things in a long time that was an IPA that I would buy again, and
it was from Duluth
to boot.
That's surprising.
It's a local guy. I don't know if he's gonna, if it's possible. If there's an email address,
we should talk to him. Oh, we'll go down and visit him at the store. Let him know what we do. See if he'll give us a free sample of everything. Tell him we'll advertise for him.
Hey, my name is...
No, we don't have to go right now.
My name is Hickok45, and if you pay us, we'll say good shit about your beer.
No, we're not going to say that.
That's one
Just
thing.
give us some free beer.
That's one thing I'm very proud of. You know what? You know how you get a good review out of me? Make a good product.
Yep.
No. This is like the early stages of this.
This has a little bit more of a bite, though.
Well,
this is really smooth.
It's also 11% more alcohol.
Yeah, that's true.
If you took that alcohol bite out of there, I think these would be a lot closer. This is, yeah, no, heck yeah, for a Duluth brewery. No, I am impressed. And I'll give credit where credit is due.
I am impressed.
That almost sounds bad, doesn't it?
Yeah, we don't get too much good out of here.
From shithole of Duluth, Minnesota, we got a veteran who is making beer that tastes good.
Actually, we do have a couple good distilleries here, but they're really small. Like, if you want to get anything good, you got to go down there and just go to their restaurant/bar.
Hey, Google, can you find an email address for Warrior Brewing Company in Duluth, Minnesota?
Warrior Brewing Company is on 2711 W Superior Street, Suite number 204 in Duluth. It's 0.9 miles away and is rated 5 stars.
I believe that. Good beer, I like it.
He is him and Ed would have gotten along. He is an Air Force vet. That's awesome.
Veteran owned, veteran brewed. I really like the artwork on there, though, actually. I mean, that looks like an old school Patriot.
Yeah, except for he's got
the mags.
He's got a drop holster. And he's got mags.
He's got the mags on him.
Yeah, that is badass.
Too bad it's not a sticker. You can put that on your ceiling. This would have been a good one.
I almost wonder if I should go with this as the screenshot instead of the girl. I mean, we can do one of these.
You got some issues, kid.
Yeah. Hey, want a peanut? No, no.
I'll do a peanut if you do too. But then you could laugh at me because I'll be fucking burning up.
Hey, this is coming from me. I almost died. Okay. Just remember, I'm saying this. I mean,
you do heat better than I do. That's for sure.
I had macaroni and cheese last night, and I actually put Satan sauce on that and mixed it in.
Yeah.
I mean, I put Satan sauce on my liberal tears.
Yeah. How hot's that stuff you gave me? You just sent.
The bottle?
Yeah.
I thought it was like ketchup with attitude. I thought it was pretty light.
I almost took it to the bar with me last night so I could put it on my pizza, but I'm like...
No, it's not killer. It's not killer hot.
I'll have to maybe do that next time I go for some pizza.
I mean, try it ahead of time. I mean, I'll put it like this. I was like,
I'll put on some eggs or something when
I was shaking it in my mouth and not regretting it. I was shaking it.
You know, I was just...
You know what I'm saying? There's no regrets. Wow.
Hey.
What the fuck is that? I've heard it a couple times. No, your phone's talking to you? Is that a call?
A text.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell is that? It's like Google going crazy.
Hey, that's Caitlin. That's the cooler half of Pre-Dawn Death. Caitlin was wondering about this. She wants to get one, and Caitlin, I think you would absolutely love this knife.
She wants to know what brand it is or whatever.
Yeah, the Tops Scanty, and this is a special.
You got a couple of those now, don't you?
Tops?
Well, no, I mean a couple of those.
The neck knives?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is.
Because that one seems different than the last one.
This is like the only one right now that I actually have set up to be a neck knife. My Azula, I have for small of your back, and then I have that really wicked one that you could use it to smash someone in the face because it's. But I think if I wore that as a neck knife, I'd be like, Matt would be going, "Hey Eric, you wearing that this one?" What did I do with the little sticky thing? This guy. That knife.
Oh, okay.
If I was wearing that one, I'd be like this.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, Matt, I got my neck knife on. Oh shit! But yeah, this one, this one is just all around just a great knife, and it's
small.
It's got some girth to it too. I mean, this is Tops knives. Unfortunately, I've had some pretty damn cool Tops knives, and I have given them away to some of the people that I truly love. Right now, I only have one Tops knife left, and that's my Cub. That is fucking absolutely a beautiful little badass knife. Matter of fact, we've got nothing but time to burn. What time is it, by the way? Oh shit.
How long are we in?
A minute 20.
Hour and 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Just realize we were done and we gave our ratings. And this is going to probably go to 2 hours because Eric says we have nothing but time to burn.
Yeah, baby.
So don't put that shit on me.
The Cub.
This is a little fatter. But, I mean, it looks like a good durable knife. I don't know why they put that in there. That's weird.
That's so that you can you can use the knife to hold it and
you get your little bowstring, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that makes sense now.
And I've had a couple scenarios where I was like, God, that person would be awesome to give that to, and I'm like, I keep being greedy with the Tops knives. Actually,
a lot of knives. You just go with something else.
I won't mention who I gave it to, but he has left a comment in this video. I consider him a brother. I have shook his hand. So it's someone that I have actually personally spent time with. I gave him probably one of the baddest ass Tops knives I have ever had. You could probably march into hell with that thing and not break it.
Well.
And then for the fun of it, I got this from Battle Box. If you really want, I did this. If you wanted to be able to carry it or use it. But
a little sharpener.
yeah, we'll put a little sharpening stone right in with it. Even though I'm like, okay, the best I'm willing to do is use the V shop or maybe the Spyderco because I don't want to screw up the knife.
Well, but if you're out,
yeah,
if you're out in the woods or something and you need to resharpen the blade, I mean that's nice to have.
So
Either that, or you're gonna have to find a nice round rock with some water.
now the downside is this is $100 knife, and then they get more expensive as you go up. But man, they just
What's that, like $200?
I think you can get the Cub for 150.
150. You got so many damn knives though, it's ridiculous. Because especially with what they're telling you, how much they're valued at.
Oh yeah, I don't. Some of them I just don't. It's like, well, look at that one. I don't remember that stupid banana yellow piece of shit. They're like, this is a $90 knife. Oh yeah, really? If this came out of a gumball machine, I'd felt that I should have gotten change back from my quarter.
Oh, you're a Rudy. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, that yellow knife. That was literally a cheap knife.
But then again, did I tell you I upgraded again?
For what?
Bought another one of these. I think this is the 5th Gerber LMF I've purchased.
Why? Why would you even buy any? Because you got so many knives.
I love this knife. And I had to have that
I
because
like
of
that.
Christopher, along with company.
I like this knife. It's got a real nice blade on it. And oh, those teeth are nice.
That serration
Yeah.
is one of the only things that makes it through that samurai test where they got the I've watched that knife in action. Christopher, along with company's like, dude, watch this video. 5 seconds later, I'm on Amazon. Gotta have.
I mean, it is a nice knife, but
Getting a knife.
like I said, I don't know why you would even buy any. You got so many freaking knives, it's ridiculous.
Well, see what happens is I keep giving this one away. I put this knife into the Justin bug out bag, my black one.
Okay.
And I was like, wait a second, I can't do this. I have to. And I decided, me and Christine got this knife for John in gray.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided, you know what? All my knives are black. Hey, Mr. Diversity, all my knives are black. So I decided. Hey,
I'm really glad you pointed that out.
Just saying, you know, you got a black guy that wants to judge me. Wait a second, dude. I got a lot of black knives. This one, look at it. It's like, there is so much material. Hey, Sharky should be fucking flipping out right now.
You know what you should have told the guy that was freaking out about the diversity? You should have said, well, send me some cute bitches that I can put up.
That is a good thing. If you wanna, I'll give him my email address.
You want to send me some diversity? Just make sure they're cute and bangable.
I mean, I have nothing against a hot black woman. It's just, for the most part,
Not many of them are tickling your fancy.
I mean, it's a personal thing. If you were, I'm not saying I actually, Brad, I actually have a file, but if you were to go through, Wade would know. If you were to go through the memory of my mind's eye, I don't have skinny petite blondes in there, Mr. Diversity. So if I'm not attracted to someone, why would? To each his own. Have a nice day.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm not really attracted to them either. But that's more because I had to go and give it a try. They just smell funny. I'm sorry. They got a musk about them. I can't get past it. That's just me.
Okay. That would be matt@gmail.com.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind looking at them. But,
Yeah, Caitlin. Either the Scanty, and I gave her the direct link to actually get this exact one, the one from BattleBox. $100 exactly, and this one was a special edition.
Telling me you can't find a better knife for $100?
For a neck knife?
Mm-hmm.
So far, no. Well, actually, that Azula, that was the one that J-Dog goes, you're really going to like this knife when it comes. And it actually comes so that you have all sorts of options for it. It doesn't come with the scales on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's made to be just a raw neck knife. But they sent along the G10 scales, and I put them on there because I think it looks more badass. I even if I use that as a neck knife, I want that to have the grips on it. I didn't like, because I've had several. I've had a really cool neck knife from Real Steel. This company, not this one. Hang on, somewhere on me here. This one.
You literally have like 10 knives on you at every given time. It's ridiculous. It's like watching one of those movies. Hey, you gotta hand over your weapons. And this guy's gonna be frisking himself for like 10 minutes, dropping knife after knife.
Now that is badass. Right there.
What I don't understand is why you feel you need so many knives. I mean, I think your gun's probably gonna do a better job.
Because I offer free circumcision. If you really want one.
I'm good.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
And by the
Just
way,
a little, just a little off the tip.
Just up. I'll take a little off the tip for you right there. Okay, let's go to the club. Both really like that. Hats off to Warrior Brewing Company.
Yeah,
here.
it was good. I liked it.
And seems how it's been so long since we hit the refresh button. I'm gonna hit the refresh button again, even before I even bother looking. Oh, it stayed the same. First in is Harmarsh. Harold says 200 L Club and the Sunny Slopes a long go. Cheers,
Clevers. Well, cheers, Harmarsh. Sounds like he's getting better and better. I just his message, he was updating everyone how he was doing, and said his appetite's kind of off and on. Told him I got something to help him with that, but
I put it in the package.
he didn't really respond. Maybe a little thumbs up. But
Hey, look, I got a book, a knife, and some gummy bears.
tell you what, you'd be real hungry.
Hey, to be totally sincere, he is like the perfect candidate for that.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with something like that, what he's going through right now in the chemo,
I'm telling you, it is honestly the Earth's remedy
he'll have a
to
gummy.
so many things.
He'll have a gummy and head straight for the fucking White Castle.
I don't know if you want to fucking fill up on White Castle. That shit's not going to be any good.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Just everything that I know and people that I know that have gone through it. If I have to go, see, when both the times, actually not the. I'm trying to think of where I was. I think I was officially out of the Union for the bad one. The one where they're like, hopefully the cancer did not get to your lymph nodes. Yeah. But I can guarantee you, if I was going through what some of these guys I know are going through, I absolutely
You'd be chiefing.
I would, yeah.
You'd be chiefing like Chief Keef.
It'll get your appetite back. It'll help with some of the pain and
Hell, it'll just even put you in a decent mood. be able to laugh at shit that you were crying at before.
Let me finish this.
Yep.
I've intentionally put something off all the way to the end, so a lot of people aren't going to hear me say this, but it's Smile Money says, cheers 200 ale clubbers. Gunwild says, to the sunny slopes of long ago. Cheers, bitches. Matt Davis says, 2 hearts to the sunny slopes of long ago. Rich Huff says, cheers, clubbers. J-Dog says, Heart Club, Mr. Holster, and then that was supposed to be American flags, but being that YouTube isn't an American company, the little flags do not show up. It just says US, 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 US.
I thought YouTube is an American company. I mean,
Well,
they originated from here. I mean...
their origin may be from here, but they don't act like
sure
Americans.
Yeah, no, I get that.
This is the last brew review ever. I'm shutting the... No, that's not actually. This is kidding.
I was like, I don't believe that for a fucking second. I just looked at your fridge.
I talked about this on Locked and Loaded. Actually, everybody was giving me shit because we literally had John Solar go, we're going live in 3, 2, and then I noticed a posting on Facebook. A friend of mine, a friend of ours, a friend of the Brew Channel, someone that has been my friend a very, very long time on the Ebomi channel, and we have traded goods, and we have had long personal conversations in the form of emails, texting, phone calls, and that would be my friend Jay. His channel is JR10. JR10 Desert Gold lost his daughter yesterday. She has been battling health for a very long time, and it has progressively gotten worse and worse and worse, and Jay and his wife have dedicated their lives to taking care of her and making sure that she had everything that she needed in the hopes and prayers that she would get better, and God called her yesterday. As a parent, I can't imagine anything worse. So, our heart and condolences, Jay.
Prayers to you and your family.
It's like the longer we go, it's like the more and more people and friends that we lose, and YouTube gets pretty fucking depressing quickly. But
well, it is a part of life, but it seems like it's like on fucking supercharge with this fucking group.
Oh shit. So I did talk about that on Locked and Loaded, and of course I talked about it right away because I was like, John, hey, green light, man, we're live, and I'm like, so Jay, if there's anything that that we can do for you, let me know. Now, in all fairness to him, he is a very resourceful person, and one thing that he knows above everything else is survival. Not to mention where he lives, the surface of the sun is actually cooler. So, but Jay, again, if you and your wife need anything at all, you just reach out, my friend. And I'm so sorry for your loss. It's the kind of shit as a parent that makes you wake up in a cold sweat at night, having some kind of a nightmare, and then having to think about the reality of what would life be like moving forward if you actually lost a child. And I'll be honest, I pray I check out. I pray I'm gone long before I lose any of my daughters. So I'll leave you with that, and tomorrow, unless things change, I should be reviewing one of those Imperial Stouts with Miles. And also, as a side note, both of us may rip on Miles every now and then in kindred spirits because it's fun, it's ball busting, it's what we do.
Oh, it's the best time sometimes.
I will say this though, Miles, if you hear me say this, he thinks he's the Zen master of jokes, but sometimes, no, Miles.
They were horrible yesterday.
Yes.
They were horrible. Oh.
But just to show, the people that I surround myself and say family before I'm going to call any of you guys friends. In Miles showing appreciation for me letting him park one or two of his motorcycles, because probably as we speak there's two in there, and one of them, the keys are in the ignition, and he's just like, you go ahead and put as many miles on this one as you want. And of course Miles, his 95th anniversary Goldwing was in my possession for 3 years. I was like, Miles, if you want to take it for a ride, you just let me know. And he never asked. I racked up a lot of miles.
What the fuck would you have to ask? This is.
It was locked in my garage.
I know, but I'm just saying, why the fuck would you have to ask?
No, Miles, I'm sorry, you can't use it this weekend.
Give me my fucking bike this weekend, yo. I'm going for a cruise.
Yeah, and yet he never did. 3 summers. I'm like, Miles, why don't you take your own bike for a ride? No, that's okay, Eric. Miles wanted to say thanks to me and Christine for letting him park a couple of bikes in our garage. And when we came home for running errands today, Miles was about 75% of the way through installing a brand new operator in my garage. My old operator worked just fine for lifting the door up and down, but it was so outdated you could not get a remote for it anymore. And I only had one remote, and actually Miles has that remote because he comes and goes with his brand new Harley. So
tell you what, things have been great since he got his new Harley.
Yeah, he leaves us alone.
Well, no,
for rides and shit.
He's so much nicer now too.
I know.
Oh, you want to borrow my tools? Hey, I can help you with that. Hey, you know what it is? He's getting a little. It's got to be. I mean, something's going on. He's smiling even nowadays.
I know. He's like borrowing mad expensive cordless tools and gonna help him get the wiring right. And like I said, I came home and he's just like, brand new operator, 2 remote controls, a pad on the outside of the door, and then Christine. I thought Christine, she was just like. This like some kind of voodoo magic took place. He looks at Christine and goes, "You got your you got Honda Link." She goes, "Yeah, I heard about it." And he goes, "Watch this, Chris." He like sits down in the seat, presses a button, presses it again, and then opens and closes the garage door from the inside of the car.
Oh, okay.
So you don't even need a remote control inside the Honda. So, okay.
No, just
cheers, guys.
Peace out, boys.
We'll see you tomorrow.